Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue at Bluestone Country Club in Bluebell. It's Valley Forge Tourism and Convention Bureau's annual Travel Rally Day. Of course, it involves golf. Montgomery County, Montco Golf, more than 50 golf courses. And Monty the Fox, the mascot for Valley Forge Tourism and Convention Bureau. They have more than 120 golfers ready to tee off at Bluestone. And coming up, we will meet the president and CEO of Valley Forge Tourism and Convention Bureau, our good friend Mike Bowman, plus Jeff Cerrett of the Philadelphia section of the PGA of America. It's the centennial year for the section, so Jeff is here. He and Valley Forge Tourism and Convention Bureau have been partners for years. They're going to share things today here at Bluestone, and we're along for the ride like Monty the Fox. We'll be back for the Travel Rally Day at Bluestone after this here on Inside Golf. The 24th season of Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 50 courses, over 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee Greater Philadelphia, building game changers. The First Tee not only helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit firstteephiladelphia.org. By Gap, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man and Philly Man Magazine, a digital publication and private business network. Read the current issue, free, at jerseymanmagazine.com. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia PGA section, the experts in the game and business of golf. And celebrating their centennial year, take time to thank your local men and women PGA professionals.
Golf is the great equalizer. For many, this journey is an escape from reality, a chance to be part of a team, a career opportunity. PGA Reach impacts lives through golf by lifting people up, giving them hope, and sending them down an alternate path that they never saw coming. With PGA Reach Philadelphia, as in life and in golf, the most important shot you take is the next one.
They're not just familiar faces. They're your friends and neighbors. It's their small businesses, a beating heart that makes a neighborhood a home. The places with a pick-me-up or a story that inspires, where you can share a taste of comfort with a personal touch that makes our world shine a little brighter. Support small and make a big difference. Make it local. Make it Main Street. Make it Montco.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. Look who's here today at Bluestone. Mike Bowman. Mike is the president, CEO of Valley Forge Tourism and Convention Board. Good friends of the show, and we thank you for that. Not many people have seen you in person, even though you're on the job, but since March of a year ago, like everybody else, your outdoor presence is pretty much shut down.
Yeah, it's been an interesting year for everybody. We're so excited. It's our first major event, Harry, outdoors, in over 14 months.
Yeah, what do you got planned today? I know you got everything. You got a hot air balloon going on. You got a bagpiper to help get the golf tournament underway. What's happening?
Well, naturally, our tourism rally is a little different this year, keeping in compliance with the rules and CDC compliance. But we have a sold-out rally with 75 partners and business owners from Montgomery County. Golf's been sold out for weeks. We have over 130 golfers. We have air balloons, we have restaurants, we have bars. We have so much excitement, it's incredible. And it's Monty's 4th birthday today, our Fox.
Talk about tourism, talk about conventions. I mean, there have been conventions, I assume, have pretty much shut down. Yeah. Gradually, though, things are going to get booked. I know Vegas is starting to come back. We hope Atlantic City will follow. How about Montgomery County?
So Montgomery County, over the past year, youth sports continued to happen, move, change their dates. So the weekends actually have been getting stronger and stronger. We see tourism being through the roof this summer. People are dying, Harry, to get out. They want to see the Valley Forge Historic National Park. They want to enjoy shopping and outdoor shopping. They want to enjoy our main streets. It's going to be a great summer, and we see it carrying over to the fall.
You know, if I can use the analogy in terms of taking one small step, not a big giant leap when it comes to vacations, tourism, I mean, local residents, they may not be apt to book that European trip or a trip to another resort destination in the States.
Sure.
But like you said, they want to get out, so why not get out in our backyard?
Yeah, and remember, it supports over 35,000 jobs in Montgomery County alone, people getting out. The one niche that is really getting ready to erupt is weddings. The wedding weekend, which is an extended weekend, which also ties to golf and other things to do.
And the best place to be is outdoors. Even if it's overcast right now here at Bluestone, it's great to be out here, not all bundled up.
That's right. It is just wonderful. And you know, Harry, to stand outside right now and see everyone pulling in, dropping their golf clubs off, coming for the rally, everybody is smiling. Everybody is happy. Life is good.
Right, and it's a resuscitation for you and Valley Forge Tourism and Convention Bureau.
Thank you, Harry. It's great to be back, and it's great to see you guys.
Thanks for everything you do, not only for us, but for Montgomery County.
This summer, Valley Forge Sports will be hosting 30-plus events with more than 20,000 room nights and $20 million in economic impact. That
Rachel
includes
Riley
two
is
of
Senior
the
Director of
largest
Communications, Valley Forge Tourism, Convention Bureau. Things are kind of quiet here right now, Rachel, but pretty soon these tables will be filled. A lot of people will be enjoying the lunch that they have and a lot of other things you have planned. For instance,
So people are just showing up, and they're going to come out to a hot air balloon that will be tethered on the golf course. They're going to, as you said, enjoy some lunch and, of course, networking. It's our first event in over a year. We're so excited. And then we're going to have a rally for travel, because this is U.S. Travel's National Travel and Tourism Week, and the theme is the power of travel. And travel is powerful in Montgomery County, PA. So we're going to talk a little bit about our youth sports and how powerful they are in Montgomery County. They've proven to be recession-proof through the pandemic. We're also going to talk about the PGA Tour coming to Montco, right here to Bluestone actually this fall. The PGA is celebrating its centennial this year, so they're going to talk a little bit about that. Great partners of ours, and really help to make Montco a powerhouse here in the county, and really make Montco a true golf destination. And then we've got some announcements.
oh, you got a guest. Monty.
It's Monty's 4th birthday, so we're celebrating. He didn't get to have a party last year. He was so upset. So we're so happy to be able to celebrate with him. We might have a cake.
There you go. I remember when Monty was like yay big, right? And now look at you, 4 years old, huh, Monty?
It's like he's already going to college. He's driving. He.
Oh, no,
no, Monty. Get out of here.
Thank you. Right on cue, Monty. Appreciate it. You know, you're talking about things to do in terms of travel in Montgomery County. Montco Golf's been a big part of Montgomery County. 50-some great golf courses. Partnership with the local section of the PGA, the Philly section, celebrating, as you mentioned, 100 years. So it's a good time to get back, get outdoors, and enjoy Montgomery County.
Absolutely. Golf is the perfect socially distanced sport, and we saw explosive numbers at our courses last year, so we're definitely expecting more of the same this year. We're excited. We can't wait for folks to get back out there onto the greens and just enjoy our beautiful courses.
Rachel, thank you very much. Welcome back outside.
Thanks for coming.
And have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Jeff Cerrett, everybody knows him. He's the executive director of the Philadelphia section of the PGA. Centennial year. You got to keep talking about it. 100 years, then everybody gets to 100, Jeff.
I know, it's really been amazing. So once again, thank you to you and Ken and everyone at Inside Golf for following our centennial, not only this year, but, this has been a 30-year relationship with Inside Golf. It's been really amazing. So yes, this year is our 100th anniversary. A lot of great things happening. We're sending out history highlights every week with the help of Pete Trenum, who is probably one of the most sought-after golf historians in the country as far as PGA professionals go, and our man Matt Fry, our communications director. They're doing a great job of getting the word out and touching on our history as we go throughout the season. Lee Wybransky, world-renowned artist, golf artist, is doing a print for us that we're going to send to all of our members this year. It came out fantastic. We covered it on one of the shows, which was great. And then our capstone event is going to be a Pro-Am in October at Saucon Valley. So looking forward to having our members bring out their members to really celebrate, our 100th year.
And here you are today here at Bluestone, participating in their big event to help kick off the season, get back outdoors, and of course golf is always a big part of Valley Forge Tourism and the Convention Bureau. What do you aim to do today? I know you're going to be one of the featured speakers.
Yeah, I don't know about featured, but we're going to take a couple.
You're featured.
We're going to take a couple minutes and just cover our partnership. So Mike Bowman and the entire team here at Valley Forge and Montco Golf have been great to us. So they're actually our title sponsor for our centennial this year. So they've really helped us underpin all of our events, our Pro-Am, even some of our stuff with PGA Reach Philadelphia, our foundation. So can't thank them enough, and they invited us out here today to touch on our centennial a little bit, and then really wish everybody well here at beautiful Bluestone.
Jeff, thank you for what you do for golf, but also for Inside Golf, and we look forward to a great year.
Thanks, Harry.
Well, we've already met Monty the Fox, and look who's here, Stella the Owl. Voice of the Owls, football and basketball. I know all about Stella, and this is Rebecca. Rebecca, you're an educator,
I am, yep.
but you also are a companion to Stella, right?
Yes, I am one of her 2 trainers, so I get to hang out with Stella every single day, give her food, and get her out to meet some public people.
Stella's home, of course, the Elmwood Park Zoo in Norristown, big part of Montco tourism. And how's Stella holding up? How old is Stella now?
Stella turned 11 this year, which it sounds old, but for a great horned owl, that's still pretty young. They can live into their 30s in the wild and even longer when they're under human care. So she's doing just fine.
All right, Stella makes her way down for some football games, basketball games. How has Stella managed to survive through the pandemic?
She's done just fine. Of course, she's missed going down to Temple and seeing her adoring fans. But otherwise, she probably enjoyed having a little extra time off.
I guess she's glad to be outside here, huh?
Yeah, she loves taking in the sights and watching the activities going on. She loves to just sit and observe. So this is exactly the kind of thing Stella likes to do.
All right, well, Rebecca, thank you. Stella, good to see you again. All right, hang in there. Keep an eye out for everybody. Thank you. Stella the Owl. Always good to see her. Stay with us. There's more to come here on Inside Golf.
There's more to the ultimate driving machine than you might think. Multiple forces converging to create something uncontainable. Introducing the ultimate first of its kind machine. The ultimate hair-raising machine. And the ultimate peace of mind machine. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry in to the BMW Memorial Day sales event and lease a BMW 330i for $439 per month.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. We're here at Bluestone, and Inside Golf is no stranger to Bluestone. Thanks to this gentleman, the head professional, Chris Gardner. Always a pleasure.
Happy to have you back. Thank you very much for coming.
Good to see you. What does this event mean for Bluestone and for your staff here to have Montco Golf, Valley Forge Tourism, Convention Bureau here?
We're very lucky to have this event here. As you can tell, there's all kinds of sponsors and festivities going on, a full field of 100 players. For us to be able to host something that's great for not just us, but also the county in general is fantastic, so we're happy to host.
Yeah, Montco Golf is certainly a big selling point for Valley Forge Tourism. In general, the pandemic last year, a lot of people eventually got out on the golf course to play. I'm sure your outing schedule, most places like Bluestone, saw it drop off a little bit, and gradually, though, I guess, things are coming back. You hope so.
Yeah, we did just a couple last year. Most of our event schedule was really canceled, and obviously we understood that. So we are getting a couple of events coming back to us this year, and I think a lot of clubs are kind of finding the same thing, where some organizations are tiptoeing back into the group outings, and we understand why there would be some hesitation, but like I said, we're happy to host when we can.
Well, it's great to be back here. The course looks great. The hot air balloon, that's a good icon maybe to stay around. What do you think, Chris, or would it be too much of distraction?
We could leave that full time.
Is that in play? That's what I want to know.
As long as our superintendent has no problem with it, I'll leave it in play. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Always a pleasure. Good seeing you.
Yep, thank you.
Every week we try to learn some new things here on Inside Golf, and this week we're learning, among other things, about the APGA Tour. Maybe you haven't heard about it either. Steve Griffin, though, is the man. He knows everything there is to know about the APGA Tour. And Steve, first of all, you're here at Bluestone, and you're coming back to Bluestone in September because that's where the tour is going to be.
Yeah, we're coming to Bluestone Country Club, first ever APGA Tour event in the Northeast. We've been around since 2010, haven't been in the Northeast, but we'll be here in September at Bluestone Country Club for the the tour that is promoting diversity in the sport and the industry of golf.
Okay, we hear that term a lot, but specifically with the APGA Tour, who plays on it and what are their ambitions?
Their ambitions are all like you and I, to make the PGA Tour someday.
Well, they got a better shot than I do.
But that's a long shot. We know that, and that's the beauty of it. But most of our guys played at historically black colleges and universities. They played golf there, and they graduate, and they don't quite have the resources to pursue the things you have to pursue to get better at golf. So they join the APGA Tour, and we provide tournaments for them. This year, 13 tournaments with $350,000 in prize money. And they learn to develop their games, get better, and figure out, can they really do it? 3 of our guys got sponsor exemptions into 5 PGA Tour events this past winter and spring. So we're making progress, and our guys are getting better. They're learning what it's like to play with the big boys, and we hope to break through with a couple of guys over the next couple of years.
Steve, it's a pleasure meeting you today here at Bluestone. We look forward to coming back in September with the APGA Tour's first appearance in the northeastern part of the country, right here in Montgomery County. Thank you.
Thank you, Harry.
Dan Hirschberg, founder of Workhorse Brewery.
That's correct.
Montco product.
Yes, sir.
But more importantly, involved in the game of golf. Let's face it, beer and golf, they go hand in hand. But you got a novel idea, and why don't you explain it to us?
Yeah, so we're very excited to launch the Workhorse Tour, which is our brand new initiative going live on Monday, May 10th with our first event at Ravensclaw Golf Club up in Pottstown. Essentially what we're doing through the tour is allowing for amateur golfers who are unaffiliated to play competitive tournament-style golf. So the way it works is they download our app, and that gives them access to their GIN number through the USGA, kind of level setting from a handicap standpoint. And then all you have to do is play one 18-hole round during the week of that tournament. So we have over 20 courses that are hosting week-long events from May through October. You can play on your schedule. So Tuesday morning, Thursday afternoon, Saturday late morning, by yourself, with friends. You put your 18-hole score into our app, and it'll adjust in real time and show you real-time scoring, leaderboards and standings, both for that event. But then through a FedEx Cup style kind of point scoring system, you can see your place on the overall leaderboard for the entire season of events that we have.
Now, you developed this model,
That's
right? I mean, this was your brainchild. What led you to do it?
Would you say beer and golf go together? I think I was probably drinking beer on a golf course, and it's, I have 2 young kids. I own a business. It's hard to get out and play competitively, so I kind of wanted to selfishly solve that problem of how do I scratch that competitive itch, and this felt like a really great way to do it, leveraging a fantastic tech through Golf Genius and bringing people together to, drink some beer on the course.
And from what I understand, Inside Golf is going to keep track of the point standings throughout the summer, so we look forward to being part of it.
We're excited to have you on board, and I think it's going to be a great way for people sitting at the bar looking up at the TV and seeing your name as an amateur will be a pretty cool effect.
Dan, give us the website again where people can sign up.
Sure, it's workhorsetour.com. You can download the app from there as well, and it'll be ready to go Monday, May 3rd.
Good luck, great idea. Thanks, Dan.
Appreciate you.
Stay with us, more to come with the birthday boy, Monty the Fox. We're at Bluestone, and up next, our teed-off panel. Welcome back. Inside Golf continues on a beautiful sunny day in Montgomery County at Lulu Country Club. And it's time now for our teed-off panel to talk about the upcoming PGA Championship. A Lulu member joins us. First time out of the box for Jim Sullivan. And before we go any farther here, let me just congratulate you and your teammates from Lulu for the first time ever, the Gap Team Match Championship team. And you were the captain, sir.
Yeah.
Well done.
Only took you 100 years.
100 years or more. A wonderful opportunity and event for Lulu folks here. The club's really behind the team. We played great and had good competition, but came out on top, and we're very fortunate. So we're happy. We're excited.
All right, congratulations. Long-time participant. Long time. He's only about 22 years old. Matt Fry is with us today, and Matt is from the local section, PGA of America, Director of Communications. So the PGA Championship is a topic you're well versed in. And Mike Kern, he's back.
Why aren't we playing
He's
today?
resurrected since the beginning of the show on Inside Golf.
Wow.
Formerly with the Daily News. You can hear him on podcasts. He still writes for
Bettor's Insider.
Bettor's Insider.
Podcast is working to beat, but let's go talk about the PGA.
Let's talk about it. 9 years ago, Matt, we'll begin with you. A fellow by the name of Rory McIlroy won at Kiowa Island. Won big. Okay, he was like 13 under par. He won by 8 shots over somebody by the name of David Lynn. Is he going to do it again?
You know, he's playing well. You can't really count him out. You know, if he's driving it straight, I think he's got a real shot, but it's a really strong field too. So I think it really is going to come down to if it's windy or not. If it's windy, you know, it's anybody's game.
Sully?
Yeah, I mean, it's my memories of it go back to the Ryder Cup from 30 years ago, and then obviously
You
Rory.
were 2 years old.
Well, I was a little older than that, but it looked a little more difficult then than when Rory played it 9 years ago. So I just had a child commit to the College of Charleston, so I'll get a chance to play K over the next few years, I think. So
How
looking
about
forward to that.
Yeah, 40 minutes down the road. Mike, you were there for the Ryder Cup.
I was there. I played it the day after.
Bernhard Longer still remembers you and that putt that he missed. Maybe a putt more
As
than
Sevy said, nobody would have made that putt except Sevy if he had been putting it. But the conditions were brutal. They were brutal. It was the most drama-filled event I've ever covered. I don't know what to make of it.
I was going to say,
yeah.
If conditions are just okay, moderate, the winds aren't blowing tremendously off the ocean, Matt, who has the advantage? Is it, you know, the Bombers or, you know, somebody else can come out of the pack and win that? Because Rory is considered a bomber.
He is, yeah, and he's gotten better at playing in the wind, particularly from when he was younger. You know, I think anyone long, if the wind isn't up, will certainly help because they can just hit it anywhere and have a wedge into the green. So somebody like, you know, Dustin Johnson, if his knee gets better, like Justin Thomas would be a great pick, I think. He's really good around the greens and he hits it a long way too.
How about it, Mike?
These guys all hit it a long way. I mean, obviously, if you're hitting it well, I mean, Rory's one of the best drivers of the ball ever when he was driving the ball. But he hasn't really, like I said, played well for a long time until last week when he won at a place he's won twice before. Dustin has issues right now. Brooks Koepka has issues right now. You know, I mean, but the conditions, the weather conditions could dictate what kind of tournament we have. Are we going to have a 14 under score or are we going to have a 7 under score?
Going back to the last time I was there 9 years ago, Matt, only 2 Americans were among the top 10 scorers. Keegan Bradley was one of them, and the second one.
And Keegan was the defending champ.
Yeah, and the second one escapes him.
Stricker, maybe?
Even
Stricker?
who's that?
Steve Stricker, possibly?
Steve Stricker was there. He was in the field, but not in the top 10. My point being, to the Euros, do you think if the winds are up, will they have an advantage? Or somebody like, how about Cameron Smith? Cameron Smith is going to win a major, my prediction, in the next 2 years, this year included. And this could be the spot for
the
Cameron
Aussie,
Smith.
right?
Yeah, I agree. Sure looks and feels like he's a major player. I look at Victor Hovland. I watch him play, and he seems like he's in contention every week. He's won a couple times in these couple years on tour, and these guys aren't afraid. He's looking at Colin Morikawa, already won a major. Right. I don't think the getting over the hurdle of a first major will be an obstacle for him. And he seems to have the ball in play and gets it in the hole pretty quickly when he's in, which Kiowa seems like it's going to challenge every part of your game. So he's somebody, I don't know if you can call him a dark horse, but not one of the top 5 or 6 guys that I might be pulling for.
Okay, we got about a minute to go. Give me 3 guys in your trifecta that are going to be there on Sunday.
I'll say Justin Thomas, Tony Finau, and I'll say Rory. I think Rory's got his chance. He's got good mojo.
Okay, Tony Finau, interesting. Michael?
I'm looking for one of those guys. It's interesting. Morikawa and Matsuyama, who's coming off his Masters win, they're both like 28-1 because usually guys don't repeat in this and guys don't win back-to-back majors. I'm looking at some of those guys who might be in that 35, like Patrick Reed, like a guy like that who sometimes plays well in these things. I'm not looking at Dustin and I'm not looking at Brooks, and maybe that's a mistake. I don't know.
All right, you got it.
If I was putting together a ticket, I would go with Reed, Hovland, and Schauffele. He's always there. I'd love him to get over the hump. He's a great guy to root for.
I'm saving him for the U.S. Open.
How about that? Patrick Reed and Victor Hovland coming out of the woodwork a little bit. Gentlemen, thank you. We'll be back. More of Inside Golf in a moment.
For over 2 decades, First Tee has created experiences that build character. We believe every kid deserves to feel supported, safe to try something new, and to be prepared for what comes next. We develop their swing, but more importantly, their inner strength. Because we know what's inside doesn't just count, it changes the game. Come join us at First Tee.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Inside Golf. There is no way you're going to get me into that hot air balloon. This is about as close as I will get to that gondola, but it's always glad to see people outdoors enjoying themselves as they have today at the Valley Forge Tourism and Convention Bureau's annual Travel Rally Day at Bluestone. And they enjoyed a lot of great golf as well. Our thanks to Mike Bowman, also to Jeff Cerrett for joining us. Jeff with the Philadelphia section of the PGA, celebrating this year their centennial. And throughout the course of the year, Inside Golf will be profiling a lot of the history in this centennial year for the Philadelphia section of the PGA of America. I'm Harry Donahue. Remember, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, stay out of that gondola. No, I'm only kidding. Don't pick up. We'll see you next time right here on Inside Golf. The 24th season of Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 50 courses, over 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee Greater Philadelphia, building game changers. The First Tee not only helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit firstteephiladelphia.org. By Gap, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man and Philly Man Magazine, a digital publication and private business network. Read the current issue, free, at jerseymanmagazine.com. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia PGA section, the experts in the game and business of golf. And celebrating their centennial year, take time to thank your local men and women PGA professionals.